did. 2 days before they emailed me about it.
So you paid it on Sunday, so maybe they didn't get it right away.
I don't know. I don't really care.
I don't know. I don't really care.
Whatever.
Look, it's raining.
Okay.
Well, I gotta drop shit off and get back to my area.
I got a late night talk show. I mean, while it was a long day, it was a phenomenal day.
Well,
I am gonna fucking love this job.
well, that's good.
Holy shit.
I mean, that's kind of the idea, isn't it?
Oh yeah. But, okay. So, normal shift at Perkins, I'll probably, on an overnight, go through at least a good 6 cigarettes.
Okay.
Right? I've smoked a total of 4 today.
That is good for you.
The entire day. There was so little stress, I'm actually a little bit worried.
I mean, fair enough.
Like, oh, it was so great. Oh, by the way, I know how to install DirecTV now.
I can't imagine. I believe the DirecTV. I think the longest reason the DirecTV guy was at my house was because we had to run a cable, which I helped with. Otherwise, he would have probably only been there for like 20 minutes. But instead, it was like an hour.
Yeah, running cables can be quite a bitch. I started my day up in the attic running the cable for the DirecTV, and there was 15 inches of foam on the ground.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All right. Well.
I'm gonna start my stream up.
All right.
Toby is dead serious, believe it or not.
Yeah, he is dead serious.
Alright, so I have my phone like this. He knows it out of my hand.
Oh man.
Alright, well, I'm gonna start on my stream.
Fair enough.
Oh, I'm in the
Good.
other
He
one.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was a great day. Thank you,
It
Amanda.
was a great day. Excuse me.
I am unbelievably excited. Like, this is gonna be so good.
Well, once we once we both get down a little further down the road with our new jobs, and as long as we're both keeping them, we should have a discussion.
Yeah.
You would like my idea, and
Okay.
and Amanda's idea.
Well, shit. Preliminary meeting after the stream?
No, I have to run to my house to tell Travis that I haven't the new realtor's coming tomorrow. 'Cause legally I can't get in the house unless the renters know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well,
No! No! No!
you left the game.
Yeah, because I was about to fucking die. And I'm level 30.
I just died. Oh, that got me back to my house faster anyway. Alright, well. Speaking of which, we don't have a lot of time, obviously, and we knew this would possibly happen with
Yeah.
work.
We also don't have a whole lot of content either.
We
so
don't.
it's not-
I didn't. I didn't take into consideration, like over the weekend and even like last night, that I don't have as much ability to be on random, sites and doing the talk show docket because I actually have a job that I enjoy. So
That actually requires your attention.
that actually requires my attention, and I know I can get to Google, but I do know they have quite a bit of heavier content filtering than my last job, so
Oh, God damn it!
you died anyway. But so yeah, that one is on me. I'll be fixing that issue. Obviously, planning better as far as content goes.
Talk show content is definitely at least on me too, because I have not contributed very much for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, but that's not. I mean, it's normally not a big issue.
True.
I should say.
It usually isn't, yeah.
Usually isn't.
We'll
but-
figure out our stride here.
Yeah.
Things are changing as they are.
But I think the biggest thing I'll lead off with, just because I think it's important, just to restate, I think I'll be doing at the beginning of each talk show with the Twitch Prime that you can get through Amazon again. If you didn't know about that or hear about that, if you are an Amazon Prime member, you can become a Twitch Prime member, which essentially is Twitch Turbo, which is normally $8.99 a month, which is now free.
Well, correction, it is rolled in
Well,
with the Amazon Prime subscription,
okay,
which is
fair.
like $30 for the year, which breaks down to like,
It's $90 a year, but okay.
is it?
Yeah,
Well, still worth it.
still worth it. But yes, as long as you have an Amazon Prime membership, you do get a Twitch Prime. You just link it with your Twitch account, and the cool thing, and I guess the difference between that and Twitch Turbo is that, along with that, obviously the no ads, the beginning of streams, and a couple of faster loading times I've noticed, and they say that's not a feature, but I swear it is, because I mean, I've noticed it. You get, every 30 days, you get essentially a free subscription to a streamer, which that is not part of Twitch Turbo, but as Twitch Prime, you can get 30 days. So it's essentially saving you another $4.99 a month if you actually want to subscribe to somebody. So all that being said, we have taken the time to, I guess, choose a streamer to support each month, and we're just going to change that up. So my streamer for the month of October is Envy the Elitist. I again first started watching him when I was watching him and several other people playing Isaac, and then he has switched to primarily Dead by Daylight currently, which is another fantastic game. Highly recommend him. He's definitely an interesting character, but his streams, as far as I can tell, have always been very good. Usually, he's good for at least usually a 6-hour stream, if not 8, on pretty much every day of the week.
He goes hard.
Yeah, so highly recommend it. His emotes are pretty cool too. Even though I'm not a cat person, they are all cat-like in all his emotes. He used to have a webcam that actually superimposed, or I don't want to say superimposed, it actually was like it used facial recognition, and it was
Change the face to a cat.
yeah, it was an animated cat that moved its mouth when it talked and walked, left and right with the head. But that is since broken, from what he said. And the devs of that particular software pretty much told him to go blow his own dick. So, yeah. But he's still, I mean, besides that, not having that feature, it's not like it ruins his streams at all. It's just a slight, I guess, in his eyes, a downside. But, I mean, you still get to see him stream, so. But, yeah, highly recommend it. So that's my Twitch Prime streamer of the month.
My streamer is actually one that Johnny introduced me to that I've watched a couple times. Her name is Oddish Plays Games. Oddish Plays Games. Oddish, like the Pokemon. Plays games.
Yep.
Very entertaining. At the moment, just playing exclusively the Heroes of the Storm, which I'm loving because it's giving me a ton of tips and tricks to use. And Johnny and I play Heroes pretty consistently. And yeah, it's a great stream. Definitely check them out. They're trans, so I'm not sure precisely how to refer to them.
Okay.
I'm trying to be as sensitive as I can, but you know me, I'm not sensitive, so.
Well, I mean, you're trying. That's a plus.
I'm really giving it some effort. I'm doing my best.
Awesome.
But yeah, Oddish Plays Games, fantastic streamer. Definitely give him a watch.
Awesome.
Good time. Fuck off, Tom. Oh my god, not another creeper!
And well, he's blowing up. Moving on. And this isn't. Yeah, again, you do that all the time. I didn't actually list them. I started thinking about this. Excuse me, I gotta run away from a skeleton real quick. A wither skeleton, I might add. But something I didn't put on there, but after playing H1Z1 before the talk show tonight, and also are playing a Payday yesterday. It's worth a mention, obviously um, the updated content in Payday. That yeah, there's a lot going on that we discovered yesterday, so that was really cool. And then
It's pretty fucking sweet. The updates that they did.
yeah, yep, definitely. I'm glad I mean, it was what, a 2 gig update, I think, or was it
Yep.
something like that? It was a large, significant update that you don't, especially for a game that is that old, you don't necessarily see that kind of update
No.
for this.
Even the developers keeping with it.
Yeah.
Is unusual, especially to the level that they're doing.
So I know we.
Like minor bug fix every once in a while, but a full 2 gig update with a whole shitload of new content is
Yeah.
rare to say the least.
So obviously want to, I guess, kind of give just another shout out. I mean, we play them. Well, we'll be playing H1Z. We'll be playing H1Z1 more, but otherwise, obviously, we play a lot of Payday, and definitely enjoy having a lot of this new content that I guess I wasn't even expecting. I had not seen anything about it.
I'd seen like one update about it, and I was like, okay, cool, they're gonna be doing some shit. And then it's like, whoa, they are doing some shit.
Yeah, so it was good to see. It was keeping it fresh for the most part. I mean, yeah, it's still us robbing, but new content's always good. So we're enjoying that. And then H1Z1, like I was saying, I was playing that earlier today before the talk show for the first part of my stream, and I was playing some solo matches, and let me tell you, I got 6th in one, and the gas ring had gotten so small, I just had to run for it, and I ran right into somebody. So, but then I died. Then I placed like 147th. So you win some, you lose some. But it's still a lot of fun. I'm actually excited to get back into that tomorrow when we play, because it's a lot of fun, especially with the duos, and something that
Duos.
yeah, something that we haven't
Dynamic.
myself and Womp haven't talked about is I actually have a couple other friends that I know play it quite consistently, that I'm trying to get a 5s match set up for us.
Hell yeah.
Which it would be obviously me and Womp, and then my buddy and 2 of his friends. I don't know if the match size changes as far as, because in a normal match it's 150. I know in the duos we were seeing 130 probably on average. So I don't know. I don't know if
5s.
yeah, I'm sure it goes down just for the sheer fact there's not that many 5s teams around.
Yeah, they got to keep matchmaking reasonable.
Yeah, so that obviously will, I think, play a factor in it, but hopefully, I mean, if it ends up not being a lot of fun, or we just can't seem to get into a match, then we can go back to duos. But super excited for that, and I'm excited to see where we can go with that. I mean, I know I talked about this, I think, after we played last week, after we'd gotten off air, but it's definitely a game that that I enjoyed enough just in the short amount of time that I have played to actually try to put the effort in to be halfway decent, I guess.
Yeah, I agree.
It's and I guess that kind of also goes along with hoping that they keep it well updated, and they don't just like, oh well, that's good enough, let's just call it there. Hopefully because they did just do a massive update actually right before we started playing, so hopefully that continues. Yeah, we did. We hit actually a really good spot, because the older version, it was a little gimmicky and a little glitchy. So they took care of some stuff, which is really cool to see, and I'm glad that we're getting in on that level instead of, because I know they did change around some controls and stuff. So we didn't learn one set for a week and then have to relearn a second set. We're already on.
Oh, that would have pissed me.
Exactly. So really excited to see what we can do in that game. It'll be fun. Hopefully, I already know that I'm gonna go absolutely ballistic when we take a first place whenever that happens. So I will.
We're both gonna lose.
Oh
our
yeah, yep.
Because
It's
we're both gonna be like, I can't believe we just fucking did that.
yep. Because when I took 6 earlier today, I was like
Nice job.
yeah, I was freaking the fuck out. I was losing my mind. I was like, how the hell? And again, it was like the way I died, it was kind of shitty, but I was like, holy shit.
It's always a short drop and a sudden stop.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's exactly what happened.
Turn a corner and then suddenly you got a shotgun in your face and you're done.
Hey, well, it might have been an AK, but yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, like the random factor in that game is incredible.
But it's so awesome. So yeah, so I'm really excited to see what we do, how we do. With that,
I think we got a lot of room to get better because
yeah, absolutely.
Well enough as it is, and we have no idea what the fuck we're doing.
Exactly. I definitely think a big part about that game too is that I've noticed on the people that I've watched streaming it is just understanding the map without like looking at it. Like some of these guys are like, oh, I already.
Where you're going.
Not necessarily they know where the safe zone's gonna spawn because that is random, but like if they land, yeah, if they get a bad drop, you know, they land in one of those small campsites off in the middle of nowhere, they instantly know where the next best spot to go is, and I mean it's crazy watching them, but I definitely think even to just get even semi on that level,
yeah, anywhere close, I'd be happy.
Yeah, so I'm really excited to see what we can do and where we'll go with that. So those are our spotlight games.
If I could get to my level of play that I was at with the game Guns, I'd be very happy because I constantly would get, with one character max, I would constantly get 20, 25 plus kills in a game where a kill is 20 points and the match is 300 points.
I know.
No, just 5 points. But yeah, I got very, very acceptable at that game, and if I could hit that with N1Z1, I'd be so happy.
Yeah, it would. So yeah, I'm really excited, especially as I know I can't remember if we talked about this on or off stream last week when we played it or after we played it, but our team dynamic is fantastic for this kind of game.
Well, you're all careful and shit, and I'm all like, fuck yeah, guns!
Exactly. So hopefully.
I find the guy, they see me, they get distracted by me, you pop them, and I'm like, well, I'm gonna go heal.
Exactly. So I definitely think that will play in our favor.
Definitely.
So again, we'll see. And then, so actually, we will be playing that tomorrow. We'll be doing duos. I'll probably start out single player as I will be waiting for Womp to get back from work.
I have absolutely no idea how long I'll be working again tomorrow.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, you can't really.
Yeah, I can't ballpark that, but I'm guessing it won't have another meltdown with the client today, so we'll probably be able to start around. I'm gonna go with 7.
All right. Yeah, I'll put. I mean, that gives me, as long as I don't die instantly, that gives me like a good 3 matches. So. At least to what I've been placing, it gives me about 2 to 3 matches, which is fine. I mean, then I can switch to duos as soon as you get on. So yeah, we'll be looking forward to playing that tomorrow. Gaming news, there's.
I got one.
All right, go ahead.
For the 3rd time, Shadow Warrior 2.
That releases tomorrow night.
It releases on the 13th. Johnny and I have been trying to figure out what time of day it will be releasing. We haven't nailed that down yet, but it will be releasing on the 13th, and it looks absolutely phenomenal. You can do multiplayer co-op. You can parkour properly now. They've added in a whole shitload of guns and skills. They've also added in loot and stuff. So to me, it almost sounds like it's going to be a combination of what I can only hope will be Shadow Warrior and Borderlands.
All right, fair enough.
But instead of farming for new weapons, you're farming for like mods or upgrades, direct upgrades to your weapons. Not like the mods that we find at Payday.
Yeah.
Like you grab this mod, you slap it on, and it just straight adds 1 damage, and you can slap it on as many of those specific mods you have, kind of shit. I
Well, we will.
It looks super cool, and you'll find out when I play it.
Fair
I
enough.
will be streaming it with Johnny.
Fair enough. I am looking forward to. I definitely will be enjoying watching. Whether I'm streaming along with you, which I should be at least for some time. I won't be streaming that game, but
Right.
especially if it's the 13th, because that'll be Thursday, and I can be playing Kingdom Hearts, and then you can be playing that, and we can go from. We
Which,
can.
Kingdom Hearts, you're counting as an old school game. Shadow Warrior being a legacy game, you can almost count as old school.
Yeah, and that's actually what I was kind of thinking. Is I mean, we can kind of say we're both doing Throwback Thursday, sort of.
Yeah, because while it's a brand new game, the Shadow Warrior franchise itself is quite old.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll have to play it by ear for that. In other news, the newest Tomb Raider game, what was it, Tomb Raider? What was the actual title of it? I know
I think it was just Tomb Raider, wasn't it?
that might be. I can't remember. They're getting a DLC for that game, and it is the Lara Croft 20-year anniversary DLC. And I don't know if you.
It's bigger and triangular.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So yeah, I don't know if you'd ever played the originals, Tomb Raiders, but the big blocky square.
Wait, that's what they're actually doing?
Yeah, it's like a skin.
Oh my god, I was kidding.
Oh no, it's a skin. Yeah, you can, because the original Tomb Raiders, she had like these big cone tits, and like everything else was flat. They definitely made.
It looked like you took those cups that they gave you for the water cooler in the dentist's office and just taped them to her chest.
Yeah, that's exactly it. So that is releasing. God, I actually didn't get a date on that. That's very soon, though. I know it is relatively soon. So I did find that kind of interesting. It's kind of cool that they're paying homage to it, because I mean that game was a big deal.
That game was huge.
Um,
I feel like it was groundbreaking for more than one reason. Because I'm pretty sure it was one of the first, if not the first, with a female lead. And then the style was unique at the time too.
well, yeah, the style, and I definitely think I want to agree with you on the female lead, and then also just how they made her character.
Yeah.
They definitely made sure you knew she was female.
Yep. Well, up to that point, the graphics in video games have been so limited
Yes.
that this was one of the first opportunities to actually differentiate properly, other than just a shitload of long brown at the top of the character.
Oh yes, absolutely.
That was meant to indicate hair.
Yeah. So yeah, I just like it's really cool that they're kind of paying it back. I would like to see how it goes as far as how people accept it. You know, obviously some
People
people.
are gonna be pissed off.
Yeah.
But it's. I'm just amused by the fact that I was able to wildly guess me right.
Right. So yeah, it'd be interesting to see as far as how that goes. Tim Ellert, what is up, my man? And that monkey, nice to see you back again.
Yeah. Sorry, I kept our stream delayed for so long.
It's all right. It's all right. Unfortunately, I will be. Don't have very much more to talk about, and unfortunately, that'll be the end of my stream. I don't know if you're gonna keep going if you switch games or not, but that's
Yeah,
how you.
I might. I really don't know. I'm not sure if I want to keep it gaming. I'm tired as fuck.
Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what they do with it as far as I guess I'm kind of interested how bad they make it with New Day graphics, like, because obviously they're gonna be better, but I guess how much do they dumb it down?
Right. How bad can they make it?
Yeah.
I guess.
So
They're gonna have to put some effort into making it bad with graphics nowadays.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the graphics are so good now, but if to pay true homage to it, they're gonna have to try hard to make it look bad. Yeah. In other news, I know this isn't necessarily gaming related. It will be once I get through the story. But obviously, if you've even semi paid attention to any kind of technology news, the Samsung Galaxy Note 7s are exploding everywhere.
Like literally.
Yeah, literally.
Oh.
So Samsung has announced, I think either yesterday or today, that they are discontinuing making them. Like they're done.
Oh shit.
Because they sent out replacement Note 7s, and they're like, oh yeah, it's all fixed, and they blew up. So, yeah, Samsung is definitely facing some heat on that. The gaming portion of it that I find absolutely hilarious is someone has modded grenades, or no, the plastic explosives or the remote detonator explosives in Grand Theft Auto 5 to look like a Galaxy Note 7. I watched a video of that on Sunday, laughed a good 5 minutes, and it was awesome. But so I brought it back around to being gaming news, but otherwise not really related, but kind of interesting. And then
Still funny.
Mass Effect Andromeda, so the soon-to-be next title for Mass Effect. The release date, the best they had known before, I think yesterday, was obviously 2017, sometime. And I put this in air quotes for leaked, because the article that I read thinks that the producers did it on purpose. So,
Okay.
you know, one of those fun marketing ploys. But so allegedly, the release date for Andromeda will be the 23rd of March. How accurate that is to, and how much they'll stick to that actual time frame and everything, who knows.
Quote unquote leaked, they're not required to stick to it at all.
Exactly.
Well, the game companies aren't exactly required to stick to a fucking release date anyway, like Diablo 3.
Exactly.
They have more release dates than, well, any other game I've ever heard of.
Yeah, so I guess it'll be interesting to see. I don't remember what studio creates Mass Effect right off the top of my head, but
The first two.
it will be interesting to see how close, I guess, they stick with it.
I'm sure they're gonna have to stick butts to nuts because those games are kind of like Fallout in their scope and fan base.
I mean, I'll agree with you there.
They're gonna lose their fan base instantly.
I agree with you there. They are pretty big games as far as fan base, so will be interesting to see what they do.
Fan base is rabid about mechanics and such, so.
Yeah. Yep. And then I guess kind of going back around our old school spotlight of the game, since I'd already kind of talked about it with the 20th anniversary for Tomb Raider and Lara Croft. Because I actually did play a lot of the older ones, the Lara Croft and Tomb Raider games, so picked those as our old school game of the week, just because we kind of would be touching on them anyway. I thought they were a lot of fun. They were right up there with another fun game that I remember playing was the Indiana Jones PC games. I know there's two of them. One is the Lost Temple of Atlantis, and I cannot think of the other title. Lost Temple of Atlantis was a lot better than the other one. That's why I remember it more, because I probably played through it like 4 times. But it was a much better graphically much better game, and it was made later than Tomb Raider, but same kind of concept, the puzzles, the
ancient dungeons.
Yep, temples and all that fun stuff. So
I should say, yeah.
So it was, a lot of fun, but definitely some great games in those. Lots of hours spent in my childhood and a lot of fun. And then as far as sales for video games that I could find, if you are a PlayStation Plus member, the first original Resident Evil is actually free this month. And I want to say I do believe it is the remastered first Resident Evil because I know they had been going through and doing all of those as far as
Yeah.
remastering them.
They're remastering the shit out of that series.
Which I'm glad. Like that series was phenomenal.
Yeah.
So
Even I
that's
played some Resident Evil.
oh yeah,
I didn't even have a fucking system until I was 13.
exactly. So
That's 64.
I mean, obviously great game. If we both know it, then we know we're talking about something, right?
Especially an older game like that.
Yeah. So
Because I didn't have access until
right, till later
I
on.
didn't have PS2 until I was like 16, man.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Fucking terrible.
But yeah, so great games again. Great series. Other than that, I don't know. It's past 9, so my schedule is usually over at 9. But
Yeah.
obviously, like we've said before, with with my job being a little bit further away as far as start time and getting back to my house to start streaming, and obviously your new job and end time being
My new
different.
job is it's a lot more set, but at the same time, I can see the randomness that is definitely a potentiality because we're dealing with people that have paid exorbitant amounts of money.
See you tomorrow, man.
For these things, so yeah, the randomness is definitely a factor.
Yeah, definitely. So
It's likely to be more consistent, but
something we can talk about this maybe maybe after stream I'll bring it up, just maybe an idea of how we can change our schedules, kind of. But obviously whatever we decide we'll let everyone know. But with that, I am going to at least for sure sign off. I don't know, did you say you're going to?
yeah, I'm going to too, and I found some diamonds to end the stream with instead of getting blown up 2 times and almost dying.
There you
No,
go.
actually dying and losing my level 30. So I want to look at these diamonds for a second while I say my goodbyes and thank everyone for watching.
But yeah, thanks, that monkey, obviously always sticking around, checking it out.
Man, you are the shit.
Tim Ellert, thanks for stopping by. I know who you are, so I will see you tomorrow. But yeah, everyone, have a great, fantastic evening, and we will see you tomorrow.
Yes, we will.